This has been a rough year for Hawaii. They've
Yeah.
had tropical systems, earthquakes. They just don't
But
get a
they
break.
get to live in Hawaii the rest of the year.
I know, but it's a terrible year to live in Hawaii. Many people may be moving or something.
That's true.
All right, taking you outside today, another warm day, at least to start. Pretty mild for this time of the year. And this October could be one of the warmest on a record. Right now, 1950 was the warmest ever. That's when we were about 66 degrees for average high and low temperature. This October, we're around 62 degrees, so we could fall within the top three, passing 1963 and 1979. So definitely this October will go down in the top 5 warmest ever recorded in Albuquerque. But we do have a cold front moving through, so that means fall is going to try to return. So you will notice those winds picking up in central and northern New Mexico later on today, and temperatures will be cooler when you step outside tomorrow. We're not talking about a huge drop in temperatures, but more seasonal highs for at least tomorrow, but it's not going to take long for the 70s to return, and you'll see that in your extended forecast in just a moment. Satellite and radar showing the cloud cover that we had earlier in Albuquerque and in parts of western New Mexico now pushing farther to the east. A slight chance for a few spotty showers basically around the higher terrain today. The reason for the clouds is because the cold front is moving in, so that will crank up the winds as it passes through the state later on this afternoon into the evening hours. The strongest winds will be in northeastern New Mexico, and we'll take a look at those in just a moment. Temperatures right now, middle 60s in Santa Fe, 67 in Las Vegas, already the upper 70s in Roswell and Carlsbad, 78 in Alamogordo, upper 60s in Socorro and TRC, and we're at 65 right now in Albuquerque. And our average high is 65, but we'll likely approach 70 degrees or even better 70 degrees later on today. Wind speeds strongest right now in Raton at 12.5 in Las Vegas, 13 in Tucumcari, 17 though in Farmington and Durango. That's where our cold front is right now. As that cold front gets closer to Santa Fe and Albuquerque, you'll notice those winds picking up later on this afternoon where you're seeing the blue. That's where we'll have winds about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Now, Raton, Las Vegas, over to Santa Rosa, you could have wind gusts as high as 40 miles per hour later on today, so don't be surprised if you feel those strong gusty winds as that cold front barrels through later on today. Now, it is a dry front, so we're not really going to see much in the way of rain, just a slight chance for a spot shower around the mountains. Tomorrow, when you step outside, we're talking about temperatures starting out in the 40s and the 30s, especially along Interstate 40 and to the north, so it's going to be much chillier when you step outside tomorrow. And then by the afternoon hours, temperatures only rebounding into the 60s here in Albuquerque. It's not going to take long for the warm temperatures to return as an area of high pressure builds for Wednesday and Thursday. So highs will be back into the lower 70s on Halloween here in Albuquerque. In southern Colorado for today, mostly sunny skies, temperatures into the middle to upper 50s. Then take a look at those morning low temperatures starting out in the 20s tomorrow, so much cooler for your Tuesday. Over to the Four Corners, breezy at times, especially right now. Winds out of the northwest from 10 to 20 miles per hour with that cold front moving through with mostly to partly sunny skies. Temperatures in the middle to upper 60s, and tonight temperatures falling to near freezing or even below freezing around the Four Corners. Over to the southwest, mostly sunny and breezy. Winds out of the west at 15 to 20 miles per hour. And then over to Roswell and Carlsbad, temperatures getting close to 90 in Carlsbad. Your record high for today is 92, likely coming within 2 to 3 degrees of that. Middle 80s in Lovington and Hobbs, the 70s and Clovis. Temperatures cooling down here tomorrow in Roswell, only climbing into the upper 60s. So that will be a noticeable cool down tomorrow afternoon into the northeast. Winds cranking up later on today out of the west from 20 to 30 with gusts as high as 40 miles per hour. And a slight chance for a spot shower here around the northern mountains, but those winds increasing throughout the day. And then over to the east mountains, you'll also be feeling those winds gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. And in the metro, a mix of sun and clouds, partly sunny, temperatures in the lower 70s. Tonight, cooling back down into the 30s and 40s. Tomorrow, the middle 60s. But as you can see here, Kim, the 70s return on Thursday and Friday.
Okay, thank you, Chris.